of strata control technology with Makara Sankranti Kanuma wishes on this auspicious day, Friday. Now if my voice is clear, I can share my slide and start the class. May I know whether my voice is reaching you, my beloved students of Strata Control Technology, for this lecture number 13 of MN 6142. Somebody may unmute and tell me whether you are able to hear my voice. Then we will continue our class, sharing the slides related, and some of the materials as a course material was already through Netris or through means to you all, and hope you have been reading some of those materials and preparing excellent assignments of your interesting topic in the international journal format. If you have any doubts, you can ask anytime using our WhatsApp, phone, landline, mobile, whatever. Now, is this slide visible, my beloved students? Now we can start our class with once again Kanuma wishes and also National Army Day wishes. And we as mining engineers and strata control engineers are supposed to be like military men, all the time attentive, maybe in the borders with any countries, whatever, like our Nitesh. Now, this is our lecture number 13, and we have been discussing about the support systems and mainly the classification of rock mass. And then as a part of it, we have seen with a case studies maybe related to the present investigations at Mahanadi coalfields or Singareni collieries or different mines. And we have seen how the rock mass rating was derived or estimated, and then how the support system, as we have seen, just to refresh you, already we discussed up to this about the support systems in different places. On 11th January we discussed about all these with the W straps, and then we have a beautiful queries, doubts from our beloved students, and I hope everybody understood. If it is in the wide galleries or in the fault plains, slip plains, or where it is highly geologically disturbed. And continuing with that, when it is a geologically disturbed places, when that galleries, there are so many instances where many types of supports were tried, but we could not extract it. And ultimately, some places are supposed to be left unextracted, considering it as a highly geologically disturbed areas. But sometimes we are supposed to devise or design in the interest of either a conservation of mineral or our coal, and maybe we may not be having that much reserve without any geologically disturbed areas, as it was a practice in olden days, maybe 50 years, 60 years back, when some places are highly geologically disturbed, we used to leave it, and then we used to work in only those places where our deposit is there with minimum or no geological or less geological disturbances. But that choice is not there, my beloved students, for the next and next generations, because this mineral or the coal, for that matter, since we are talking about the coal reservoir and strata control related to that for the time being. Now, that choice is not there for next and next generations, but we have to devise some innovative methods even in the geological disturbed places. So that is the reason why we should know more and more. That's where our essence of our strata control engineering is very much required. Our technologies of innovative technologies required, and that is the reason why we are reading all this. Now, geological disturbed places means, as we have seen, even including non-mining engineers also, with their graduation from civil or mechanical, whatever, they have seen already through previous videos and photos, and have taken into different mines inside virtually, you people. Then all the faults, whether it is the cleats or the cleavage planes, visible slips, it may be invisible slips, right, which may cause lot of problems. And in that case, we are supposed to consider all these places as highly geologically disturbed places, and we have to support by different methods. And partly, as we discussed, even the W straps were used in these mines, whatever I was giving you some case studies, so that we can get more better contact instead of having a plane, right, as a plate, as it was nicely asked by some of your MTech students. So here, resin grouted roof bolts with 1.8 meter long, and it is a 20 or 22 millimeter diameter. It is not meter. This should be corrected as a 22 millimeter diameter resin bolts were grouted roof bolts, along with even a rope stitching. Rope stitching is also very common, and that is not for mainly it is for wherever this is highly disturbed, and then we have to keep it for some time, right? Something like a dead weight to be taken care of. In that cases only we are preferring this type of rope stitching, right? And then with 19 or 22 millimeter wire ropes, generally it is used, and even the sides also, not only the roof, in the sides of any gallery, right? And then where they will be using, as it was explained in the previous, something like a J bolt, whatever I have shown, I will be showing again also. And these are used at an interval of whether it is 1 meter, 1.5 meter, 1.2 meter, depending on whatever is the support requirement as per the estimation or calculations, as we have seen in the previous class. And of course, this quality of the cement and all, this is very important, and this can be as a grouting mixture you understood in the previous class, where we discussed about the critical embedment length, and then the role of this material as a grouting material. It can be cement mixed with sand, and sometimes it can be even only resin. Nowadays we are preferring the resin, and later that rope, right, and the distance between that rope and then the roof level, that is tightened with the laggings, and this distance not more than 1 meter and all, it is to take care of. Now you must have understood, since we discussed in the previous class, showing the critical span and all. So that is the reason why it is generally preferred at closer interval, and that closer interval to take care of any type of local fall. Local means it is not that local fall of the total roof, but in patches. When there is a, if this is a roof, in the roof like this is a roof, then in patches it may fall. So that's why if there are some type of in between laggings, then that will be taking care of this. And they are tightly against the roof, it is kept. This is the way how it is done. And all faults, cleats, visible slips, I think this is in which have a tendency, this is almost similar, whether it is a side or the roof, the same thing is generally followed. And this is the way how it appears when it is a roof bolt, and then since we are blasting at a time about 1.8 meters, so after blasting you will be getting, or you will be getting a pull of about 1.5 meter or so, and 1.5 plus 0.3, that becomes again 1.8 meters. And when you install another bolt at a distance of about 1.5 meter, means 0.3 meter from the face is left. So this is the way how they will be continuing the support system along with the development. And then here in a 4.2 meters, then how it is appearing. You can see 1.5 meter long. Generally, this is also followed, especially in GDK 11 and then other places. And we prefer, even in the conditions of our Orient mine, like Mahanadi Coalfields Limited, as I told you. But there may be some other alternatives to be thought of, because while designing the supports, we have to consider, in addition to these, so many other issues. And that's why this can be alternatively with cement grouted or cement with quick setting cement, I mean, with a rapid set and hardcrete mixed, so that cost will be reduced compared to the resin bolts, and its performance is satisfactory. But how to ensure the performance, that also I will explain, along with when you as a strata control engineer or assistant manager, when you take up the role to take care of the strata, or as a strata control engineer, what you will be given the responsibility, those issues also we will discuss. Right. Last time also, I hope I showed in another context additional supports required at the junctions, and that is a 25% extra, and that is all understood, or it is estimated based on some empirical formulations, and then why it should be only 25, why not 28 or 27 or 23. So these are some type of empirical models or the relationships developed based on the observations, and that's the reason why we say observational approaches are highly preferred in our rock mechanics or geomechanics designs compared to your analytical or numerical models. Those models or analytical models gives you some insight into the science, or otherwise analytical models also, or even numerical models for some approximation purpose only. Otherwise you have to observe and then design. This is what is supposed to be done. And of course, for sites, as we have seen, it is when there are some cleats and other things traversed, then we are having even the stitching, right? Or instead of the stitching, this can be even a W strap also can be used, so that it is connecting between the bolts. Otherwise, stitching, side stitching, and then these are the laggings how it appears. You can see here on the sides at 1 meter, means it should not be more than that, so that cleavage planes and all, the chance of dislodging in between in patches, that is minimized. That is the case for sites having tendency to fall, and steel wire ropes. This is the way how you can see. And if there are some type of a fault planes and all, as we have seen already in the last time. Now coming to some more issues of this support systems, and setting and this quality of support is very important. How here the setting, and it should be ensured for proper working of these installed supports, and already we have seen in so many mines, if it is not properly starting from the skill of the persons who are basically installing that supports. They are basically, we call in general in the mines as a timbering mazdoors, or as a coal cutters, right? And this is a roof bolting mazdoor, or gang, whatever the name they give, and they are responsible, right? And of course, under the supervision of the next line of supervision, like mining sardar and overman, and you people will come in the initial stage as assistant manager, or shift in charge, or the panel in charge, like that. Then improper setting, or the quality of support, if you are selecting that even that cement quality or the resin quality is not proper, then also that will not do its performance will be poor, and that will lead to any failure, whether it is a support failure leading to the total roof failure sometimes. So those things should be taken care of with proper quality to be ensured, and then how to ensure that there are the ways how to do that. Then so many details are already provided, of course, in the regulations when it comes to coal mines, then in SCAMP and then associated circulars. They have given already many details, but in a gist we should understand in these related mines of mine A, B, C, instead of taking the names also we can discuss, where this roof bolting shall be done with pneumatic roof bolters. Then here there are some reasons why we write or why we suggest if you are going with mechanized mining, especially when we need more and more number of bolts, because when there is a more phase advance per day or per ship, then it requires more number of bolts. That is very simple to understand, or more better performance. So that is possible by some type of reducing your manual labor or the physical work by the person and utilizing the machines. So some of that machines are our pneumatic bolters. Of course, long back, 20 years back, sometimes we imported even from Australia, and then later, of course, our people started manufacturing it. Okay, then so that this physical labor, when you are using a manual bolting machine or your coal cutting machine, whatever you have seen in your laboratory, or sometimes your 1.25 HP coal cutting or the drill machine, whatever is there. So that is generally used when you are making the manual holes and then using that for the installation of the supports, right? So in that case, it becomes very difficult for the persons because of that may be easy when they are drilling the holes in the horizontal direction. Suppose this is a site, and when a person is drilling a hole, so if he is holding that in the vertical direction, it will be very difficult. But in the horizontal direction, for our coal blasting purpose, whatever they are doing, that will be fine. But this requires even more energy and then more physical labor. And we have observed a lot of problems in installing the number of bolts and all. That's why this type of pneumatical roof bolter means bolting machines, so that they are mechanized or mechanical type to be preferred. Even there are jumbos, Simba drills, there are so many ways, and they are also supposed to be used for the number of required number of bolts and other things. And then these bolting materials, 22 millimeter or 20 millimeter with 1.8 meter length, there is another about 6 feet rod which is used generally for the purpose of your coal blasting, or is generally used for this purpose also. And before start of any roof bolting, generally what we do is a person is not supposed to, you may note down, my beloved students, as a strata control engineer or as a mining engineer for that matter, as in charge of any district or as a assistant manager or as any supervisor. So no person should be allowed in unsupported roof. So that you should keep in mind. And that means what? That means you are supposed to provide some type of temporary support. Even a person is allowed to enter somewhere, even for bolting, he is also supposed to be under some type of protection. So how it is possible? That is the reason why it is mentioned. This is the way how it is supposed to be done. Temporary supports like props shall be erected in the fresh lakes. That means after blasting, now you are erecting some temporary support and then you are going there and then drilling the hole. That means if this is a roof, right? Roof, now I am making it this roof like this, so that now you are, if you want to make a hole here, that means your person should go there. But no person is allowed to enter into any place which is unsupported. What the meaning is, now you are erecting some type of vertical support, some props here, and then a persons are going there and working, and then we are calling it as a temporary supported place, and then started drilling the holes and other things. Otherwise, even a canopy is also considered as a temporary support. A person with a roof bolting machine or roof bolter or some other mechanized equipment, already they are having some type of a canopy, and that's also working as a temporary support. Already you have seen, my beloved students, in that Vakilpally mine, what accident site because of this roof fall I have shown you, which happened literally only in the last before month, where because of that roof canopy, whatever is having, they are having with their loading machine. So we could save one person. That is our Satish, who was a driver, right, of that machine. He could be saved. Otherwise, he could have gone buried under the same roof fall, along with our Naveen, who is our beloved overman of that district, supervising that operations. Right. So these are some intricate things we should understand, and then not only understand, you should implement it as a strata control engineer or a in charge or a assistant manager while performing your task as a person responsible for the stability and the safety of the place where you are working. Now, before start of roof bolting, temporary supports, you understood it in that flexibly exposed roof. And for installation of these roof bolts, 1.7 meter hole shall be drilled with 27 millimeter dia drill bit, right? So this need not be 1.7, right? So now when you are having 1.8 meter length, now you can understand here. So why we are telling 1.7 meter hole? Because now around 10 centimeter, right? So that is a threaded portion of that bolt, right? This is something like a bolt. Now you can consider this as a bolt of 1.8 meter long roof bolt, whatever I have shown you here, my beloved students. Then this portion is threaded. So 1.7 meter will be inside the roof. If this is a roof level, then that is inside the roof, and this is projected outside. Okay. It is easy to understand, but already our other mining engineering students already they know about it. But for non-mining who has not done or gone into the mine, I wanted to make it clear, very simple to understand in that way. Okay. Then resin capsules required for this full column grouting. Then how to ensure, how to decide that how many number of capsules are required, and all those things are very simple physics or simple mathematics or estimations, right? That volume calculations. So what if in this diameter hole of whatever the diameter, whether it is a 27 millimeter, 32 millimeter, sometimes 43 millimeter, right? And then the rod diameter. Now you can calculate what is the annulus volume of that annulus. So that much volume of the cement or other resin is supposed to be inserted into that for making a full column ground. That is the meaning of this. Okay. Then insert the roof bolt and churn the roof bolt for manufacturer recommended churning time. Of course, if somebody is interested in the next class anytime, even now also, I can show how it is done and all. Now, wait for till resin sets and then tighten when we are using that resin bolt. And then while churning itself, now that is getting set, and then after the torque of that also can be measured. Okay, there is instrument also, and along with that, and torque of bolter for at least 2.5 ton setting load, that is supposed to be ensured. And then now you are tightening with whatever is your bearing plate and then nut. This is the way how we have to ensure that proper setting. Then otherwise, if it is not giving any type of torque, is not developed, right? That means your resin itself is not working. So that will be loose and it will be rotating like that with the ordinary cement line. So this is a way how to ensure, right, that quality. Then whatever the quality of the supports. Now here I am not going to give you all the details. I mean, there are so many circulars, right? And they have given even for the manufacturers, as far as our mining engineering or Indian mining statute is concerned, even any manufacturer also is supposed or their designs or their whatever is a product is supposed to be approved by the DGMS and tested, and all those things are done as certification and all by any research institutions. That includes even our NIT Rourkela, also for that matter, is considered a research institute only in that way. Academic and research institutes are same. Similar jobs are being done by us. Then roof bolts, what should be the quality? Everything is written. So they are FE 500 grade and then TMT ribbed bar, and these are all the terminology where mechanical engineers they can also easily understand and right. Then resin capsules, they have some characteristics, right? So they have the shelf life and stored at 25 degree centigrade, right? And then timber, otherwise the shelf life and other things, this is required very much, because suppose I purchase resin capsule 1 month back, 2 months back, and if it is not having something like your expiry date for even a medicine, right? So nowadays we don't know what is the expiry date for this COVID-19. Now we are going to get our vaccine and all, right? So to be stored in a particular temperature, and when you open it, that one vial, right, whatever is a 5 ml, it is there. It should be given to 5 persons, right? Yeah, and at that temperature, it has a shelf life within this much time it should be used, otherwise it should be thrown out. Same thing like our COVID-19 vaccine. Now you can see here it has suppose 1 month shelf life. Okay, so after manufacturing this batch, everything is written on that. Within that it should be used. And it is again, my beloved student, your responsibility as a stator control engineer, as a stator control cell, to ensure, right, that all these materials of adequate quality are required quality are being maintained and then implemented. Okay, right. Then timber, when we are using the timber for different purpose, it need not be only for the prop or a chalk, something like that. Even it can be a part of laggings against the roof sides, whatever, right? All this timber also is given some type of tests were done. If this is this much diameter, then this in general has a capacity of this much. Suppose it is a 15 centimeter, it has a capacity of around 10 tons. 10 tons load it can take. So long back we tested, even 20, 30, 40 years back, in our CMRS and so many other places, of course. And based on that, it is decided that it should not be less than this, otherwise it's quality, and it will not be giving sufficient strength or sufficient resistance. All those things are done, and this is the logic behind ensuring or the required quality of the supports, right? Then timber used for the cogs, 1.2 meter length, right? It should not be less than 1.2. Then the ledges shall have width not less than diameter of the prop. The ledges here means very simple. Now this is a prop, for example, right? So now it is very simple to explain with this. Okay. So now if this is a prop of 3 meter height, then whatever you are using this ledge, that are whatever is the wedges are being used. Okay. So that it will have a proper contact with the roof, right? And also the floor, right? Otherwise this will penetrate inside and it will not offer good resistance. So this diameter or this width, it should not be less than that, and this thickness, right, or the length should not be less than 0.5 meter, thickness should not be less than 8 centimeter. This is the way how even that plate, whatever is kept on the top or the bottom, everything are given here, right? Whether it is a timber or the wire ropes having diameter of 19 mm, all these are supposed to be ensured. And later, this is also very important when you have given some guidelines for the support and all, how, and there should be some monitoring also, right? So that monitoring, as I told you, I have given some hint at that time when the short encapsulation pull test, SEPT, this is not September, right? We are there in the January. Don't worry, this SEPT is short encapsulation pull test, right? And they have given all the details, of course, in the DGMS circle number 4 of 2013, right? How it should be done and then how to ensure, right? So this is ultimately to understand, right? And that should be to understand the efficiency of your right grout or your rods, whatever you are using, and in that particular type of rock mass, whether it is suitable or not. So all those things we are supposed to test it. Then already you understood the difference at that time. I explained in detail where if it is a total 1.8 meter long bolt, and then when I am applying the load, so this load will not be distributed beyond that critical embedment length. That means 0.8 meter or 0.7 meter. So this load, whatever you are applying, 10 tons, 15 tons, whatever, 20 tons, before the yielding or any damage takes place in the rod itself or in the rope itself, then that much of load, it is sufficient. This this binding or cohesion between your shear, cohesion or binding strength, or the binding between your rock and your steel grout and steel, and this is sufficient to take care of that much of load. So there will not be any load transfer beyond that 0.8 meter, 0.7 meter. That's why we do short encapsulation test also, only 0.5 meter, only 0.2 meter, only 0.3 meter. Then how much load it is taking, that will give an idea. Okay, so regular tests shall be done for assessing gel time and then setting time of these capsules, and this shall be carried out in a minimum of 3 horizons for every batch of the resin. So they will be giving for different batches, right? Batches means as a manufacturer side, when they mix some 10 tons, 5 tons, 4 tons, whatever is a material at once and then prepare, that is given a batch. From that it is done, and almost it is ensured or it is understood or assumed that in that batch all that mixture whatever was there for that total 500 capsules or 1000 capsules or 200 capsules as one batch, one composition, and after that is a capacity of their whatever is a rotator or their mixture whatever, right, mixing chamber. And then another batch means again another batch is another material composition is done, and that is called as another batch. So in each batch that should be tested the meaning of it, and these things should be nicely recorded by you people, my beloved students. Okay, then short encapsulation pull test, then how much to ensure in the 30 minutes up to 10 tons, then 8 hours or 24 hours to 15 tons, and then net displacement measured, right, and all those things we have to record. Okay, so then this should not be more than, this is not more than 15 millimeter. Okay, this is when you are pulling it, net displacement should not be more than that. Now here then we are also supposed to monitor that supports. When you are providing the support means you are also supposed to monitor, but here just I would like to have a small break, my beloved students, for taking up any of your queries here, and then let us also take our attendance for you. I am downloading the attendance. Meanwhile, let us utilize this time for any of your doubts. If you have any doubts, I am downloading this attendance. Let it go. And meanwhile, any doubts? If you are not having any doubt, we will continue. Anybody can unmute and ask me. It can be related to your assignment topics of your interest already selected, and you are preparing, collecting all that as a good journalist, or at least 10 years from now, back up to 2010 to 2020, whatever work in the international scenario, national scenario done related to your topic, and then one case study, something related, so that you are preparing a nice in the international journal format of any format, international journal of rock mechanics, mining sciences, or international journal of rock engineering, right? Rock mechanics and rock engineering, like that. There are so many journals of your choice. That's why I left it to you, and that will give you a good idea. And later in preparing your thesis also, or any technical papers in future. So any other doubts? If there are no doubts, now we'll continue with our class.
Sir.
Yes, Nitesh.
Sir, you are telling about that before entering to the unsupported region, we have to give temporary support. Sir,
Very
for
good.
the
Nice.
applying temporary support, we have to go na, sir.
Very nice. So that is the reason why under the supervision of a mining sardar, even a temporary support, how we are installing? There is this is a very genuine doubt, right? So now why we are calling that as a temporary support and the roof bolt as a permanent support? The difference here is temporary support takes very less time. Now you try to understand. Nitesh, are you able to hear my voice? Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Nice. So now you can appreciate better. Now Yeah, now you just imagine, already you have seen underground mines and you can also explain to others later, where how much time it takes to set a prop. Suppose a prop is to be taken, right? How many persons required and how much time it takes. A prop, just say it can be a steel prop, simple, otherwise a hydraulic prop, otherwise a simple pit prop or a wooden prop, whatever. How much time it may take to set? Any idea? Nitesh and anybody, because you must have seen the way during your training program, right? Otherwise, don't worry, right? So it takes a few minutes, that's all. That means now I am carrying the simple, very simple. I am taking on my shoulder, right? Even one person or at least two persons are sufficient to carry just 5 millimeter thickness a prop of steel pipe, okay, of 3 meter, 2.5 meter, whatever is the height. Then even a single person with the help of another person, he can simply take there and then put one lid over that and then just wedge it, install 5 to 10 minutes, that's all. Now compared to that, when you are making a roof bolt, how much time it will take? Any idea? Now, I want your response. Somebody, have you seen roof bolt being done anywhere? Yes, no. At least somebody can unmute and tell me, have you seen a roof bolt being done anywhere in the mines?
Yes, sir.
Very nice. So how much time it used to take, Prabhupada Panda?
So first some drilling is done, then after that some packaging is done, then the bolt is put into the hole. Then after that we need to apply some load to test it for some time, like
How much time it is taking?
Sir, it depends on the mine, sir. So the mine we went was UCIL. There around for 3 hours the load was
so
there.
now this is very simple now. Very nice, Prabhupada Panda. Good. So whether it is UCIL or Singareni or MCL, SECL, whatever, right? So this requires a hole to be made and then inserting your bolt and then if it is a resin, right? So that will take less time for setting. Then cement capsule, right? Quick setting cement, right? It takes even 24 hours to set total load, or otherwise after half an hour it gives around 5 tons, 2 tons, whatever, right? So this is a difference. You got now, Nitesh? That is a reason why.
Yes,
Nitesh, yes, no? Okay, that is the meaning of this. And then even there are cases in very difficult roof conditions, right? Are your what you call squeezing ground condition, squeezing. That means your ground will be squeezing like this. आपके लिए रखा था मैं इसको, right? So ground whenever you open it, this will fall just like that, right? So even those cases also we have done fantastic work in supporting. How to do that? So temporary 4-poling, right? So now this is a ground. So before I open it, then this is a 4-poling done. Okay, so that this is a temporary support under which people will go. So like that and then your point again, another point Nitesh asked, this is a very genuine point. So even in providing this temporary support, right? So at that time there is no support, but before that these minings are there at that place, and who is in charge or who is responsible for stability or strata control, whatever, right? They are all working under the administrative control or the technical leadership of the manager. Everybody is responsible for that to ensure. So they ensure by checking whether that is good roof or bad roof. If it is a bad roof, no person should go there, even for providing the support, right? They make it good. That means they will be making it to fall down, right? Fall down with a long stick, right? Not this is with the iron cladded or some type of sabbal जैसा जो बोलते हैं आप लोग, right? So then like a javelin throw, okay, right? like this. You will be liking this, right? So then with that you will be making it down, ensuring that that is a good roof. Then only you are going there, installing a prop, and then again you are installing in between or adjacent, whatever it is, so that there is some support. First you ensure that there is a good roof, number one. Number two, under that you made some temporary support, right? And temporary support means some prop, something like that. And that is not required when you are having a mission with a canopy. That is a temporary support for you, right? There are so many ways. Even that canopy also can be set against the roof, right? There are so many ways to ensure that. Okay, Nitesh, that much is sufficient now. Can we continue further?
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Very
Yes, sir.
nice. Now, I wish that now you can share. It doesn't mean that others know, only Nitesh don't know. It is not like that. So this is to share some of your experiences also, where in between. That is the way how we have our WhatsApp group, and then all these you can also write here. Others will learn from Nitesh, right? Or from Prabhupada, Panda, whatever, right? So this is a way required for our online teaching learning process, and that is what is your learning based assignments which you have taken of your interest. जिसको चिकन इंटरेस्ट था वो लिया, जिसको मटन इंटरेस्ट था वो लिया, जिसको घास इंटरेस्ट था तो वो तो वेजिटेबल वाला लिया, whatever, right? But you will be doing your best and giving that knowledge to everybody in our group. Now continuing further, but before that I would like to show you, give you some glimpse of whatever the course material already I sent to you, and you must have gone through in between, right? A part of it which is a part of our ROCMAS rating, those things just for 5 minutes I will show and continue with this class, so that I will be referring to that material which will be useful for our beloved students, right? So this is the material what I have sent to you, where this is a short-term course on recent trends in ground control techniques and organization of strata control cell for mines, and that was in 2012 we conducted it in November 22 to 25. Already I told you the basics behind what we did it as a part of training the strata control engineers in India. About 400-500 were there already trained, okay, by us from our NIT Rourkela since 2000.
Sir, screen is not visible.
This screen is not. Okay. So now I think at that time I have taken out that screen. Okay. Now are you able to see the screen? Now it is fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is a part of that. I think page number 70 of the total 172 pages material I sent to you, to everybody, through Nitris, through here, and so many, right? So if anybody is not having, you ask me. Otherwise, your CR or Nitesh, so many people, they will share with others. Then there I have given as a part of this short-term course on this recent trends in ground control techniques and organization of strata control cell, which we conducted for training our strata control engineers in India through our DGMS and then all the whether it is a Coal India and other coal and metal mines, underground, open cast, all. 22nd to 25th November. This material is already there with you. In that, the part of this ROCMAS rating and for development working, especially I wanted to just show for 5 minutes so that you are intelligent enough to go through, and if there are any doubts, you will be asking me and we will discuss and generate some more knowledge to everybody in our group of strata control technology MN6142. So there some more geomining conditions what I mentioned there at that time as a scientist of whether CSIR or Ministry Mines, I used to do a lot of investigations, partly here, few I kept it here, which were also discussed in detail in Germany, Aachen University and other places in 2001 on international conference on roof bolting, specifically with the Wire and Nelson and other people in Aachen University in 2001. So in that international some conference papers also you can see all the references. Now coming to this, some parts of panels what were there were belonging to a part of investigation at that time in RKNT, means Ramakrishnapur, right? New technology mine, where first time in southern India we experimented that cable bolting in geological disturbed places for coal mines, and as a part of Ministry Coal project, right, in RKNT mine. Then of course, as a cable bolting method was adopted in 89 in Southeastern Coalfields NCPH 3 mine, number 3 scene. Then Kasipeta mine, RK1A, where there were some fatal accidents took place because of the side fall, some clay bands and all those things. Because I am giving you different typical situations, because that will help you in future that these are some typical strata control problems, geomining conditions, so that in general, even the questions are also generally asked like that. You are given with some conditions in that, how to deal with that conditions with proper strata control measures, how to design the support or how to stabilize that workings. This is the way how. So that is the reason why I give more and more case studies, maybe recent or whatever, may not be available in the textbooks, but these are the experiences. You should know about it to deal with the present problems of the industry as far as our strata control technology is concerned, my beloved students. And GDK7 LEP, this is another mine you may note down somewhere, where we have seen an underground inundation problem, where the water from lower seam entered into the upper seam, and the 17 persons drowned in that accident, right? In this 7 LEP mine. This is a life extension project. LEP means life extension project. This GDK7 is a mine where I used to take training when I was like you. Okay, right. And this is a place where our present director, Mr. Chandrasekhar, who is working or taken training are in this mine. JDK7, that is a mine where Longwall project was introduced first time in Singareni, right? These are different cases I told you, right? Okay. Now, here, this is immediate roof. This is very important. You know very well, since we are discussing about rock mass rating and classifications as far as the support system, and that is true for development workings. Now you understood the system, how rock mass classification is done and how it is designed, and some more examples I am showing you here, my beloved students, where immediate roof is in RKNT, it is about 1.6 meter thick coal, overlain by about 1.3 meter clay, and then gray shale bands. That means there are three. For example, now you are supposed to determine or estimate rock mass rating for 1.6 meter thick coal, that is one layer, and another layer is 1.3 meter clay, right? So that means now there are two layers, right? Within 2 meters, you are considering the roof for designing the support as far as this is, but it can be 3, 4, 5 layers also many times within the 2 meters. Accordingly, you are supposed to design or consider or classify that roof and then give the support design based on the weighted average of that rock mass rating, right? So here deep lying panels I will not discuss now, but just to show I am showing here, right? So this is that geomining conditions of development headings in the experimental science, where this parameter now you see some range you can note down somewhere, my beloved students, but this is the way how it happens, right? Where width of the gallery is around 3.6 meter to 4.2. This itself you can understand Kasipeta mine, that is a highly disturbed area in that place, or compared to this even RK1A, this is a clay and other things, but in Kasipeta there are so many cleats and then highly disturbed areas, right? That's why development was also made with only 3.6. That range at least you can note down, where height of the gallery is about 2.5 to up to 3 meter. This 3.1 as per the regulation we should not have more than 3, but whatever the actual values we have written here for scientific investigation purpose, right? The nature of roof in RKNT, it is a coal. Now you can understand some places the immediate roof may be coal, some places it can be sandstone like other cases. Then density, it can be in the coal 1.5, other about 2 to 2.14 or 2.2, something like that. And now here just I wanted you to know that rock mass rating, now you see 47, 52, 53.28, 54.92. This is what I wanted to show you, my beloved students. And based on that, in the classification, it comes to be fair. 3 in that A, class A, and 3B and fair. This is the way how rock mass dating is done. And if that is done, depilling, let us not talk about it this time. And in that, what is the support system in the development datings in that experimental sites used here? These things you can just note down, so that this is a way how you will be considering, right, to design the supports. I will take two, three more minutes only, so that later we will have our your summary, right? Before that, I can give you a simple CEP query, right? CEP question, since you have seen already the cement bolted and resin bolts, right? So what is a basic difference in performance of these two? What you can think of? Cement grouted bolt and then resin grouted bolt. What is the basic difference in the, as far as a mechanism, not mechanism, its performance in offering the resistance or the support is concerned, right? You are in final year and MTech masters, so you can think of it. What is the difference in this cement grouted and then resin grouted, these two bolt, as far as its performance is concerned? You can just give some 1 minute ideas, whoever are interested to say. That is a CEP question for you today. Now, maximum distance from the face, 0.8 meter, 1.8 meter, 0.7 meter, 1.5 meter. Then in the gallery, number of bolts, 3 with W strap. In RKNT, these W straps are used, right? And then 3, of course. Distance between the bolts, it is less than 1.4 meter, less than 1.2 meter. This is less than 1.2, less than 1.4, because this gives you some idea, right? That means in general, in the practical conditions, people used even up to 1.2 meter. I can give you, you please note down here itself, now itself, that in Thansi I told you, right? We have used even the resin bolts of 2.4 meter, right? Long, even at 0.8, 0.9 meter interval. That is the costliest support used till now, right? At least with my little experience of 3.5 decades, as far as strata control or maybe whatever, right? So there are cases, this is a requirement. Sometimes we may have to leave that deposit sometimes, considering it as it cannot be controlled. Okay, there are situations like that. Now, spacing between rows, 1.4, 1.2. Distance between bolt to the rib side, 0.8, 0.6. In the junctions, in the row 3, right? Distance between bolts, of course, 1.25, 1.4. Spacing between the rows around 1.2 to 1.4. Bolt to the rib, 0.8, 0.6. Bolt length, here you see, 1.5 meter, 1.8 meter, 1.2 meters. Then bolt diameter somewhere 22, 19, 19, 22. Then bolt hole diameter. So here in many cases 43, 43, 43. That is a bolt, that is a coal cutting machine used. Even for blasting purpose, same drill machine, same drill bit is used here. That's why it's 43. Otherwise, it is not good to have that much large diameter in 22 millimeter. So if it is 22, with a 6 mm of annulus is sufficient around. So plus 12, right? Around plus 10, right? That must be sufficient. This 35 or 32 may be most ideal. That you please note down, because that is the studies done not only in USBM or NIOS, but so many places, and especially by Scoble and other places in McGill University, Canada. So many places they have done it long back, and that is what is generally appears or inferred that is a optimum annulus thickness is around 6 millimeter. That you please note down. Then number of capsules per bolt 3, 3, 3, 2, depending on that. So this is what just I wanted to show you little bit, my beloved students, and these things now let us not go into this. What we do is for today we will stop at this stage, and then let us take up your answers, my beloved students, and once again I will take attendance before closing this. Right. Anybody answering? There is only 1 minute left. Let us not take others' time. And of course, your beloved juniors are also having a class on underground coal mining methods now at 10. Anybody who is giving answer? I have taken attendance once again. And CEP answer 0. No problem. Next 0 for all. Okay.
I summarize, sir.
Yes, summary. By whom? You just tell the name.
Gokul Sadish.
By Gokul. Yes, continue. Only 30 seconds.
Okay, sir. So,
Right.
in the last class, we were starting to talk about the system support for all these wide galleries, sites, slips, etc. So, we started today by discussing about support at geologically disturbed places, and we talked about whether it's in the roof or the side wall. So, both of those situations were discussed at the start of the class. Then we moved on to the visual representations for the support systems used in development galleries, junctions, and also sites traversed by cleats. And the process of this setting and managing of the support systems were discussed in the following section, starting with the setting and quality of supports, and also the specifications when setting of the support is happening also, and after the setting of supports, the ensurement of the quality of the supports, and specifications regarding the roof bolts, resin capsules, timber, wire roofs, etc. And after all these processes, the monitoring of the set installed supports have to be carried out, and also the finally the test that is used to ensure the quality of the support we have installed. That is the shock encapsulation pull test, and also the specifications of different time period.
Nice. All the best. Okay. Once again, Kanuma, best wishes, and also National Army Day. I wish that everybody should be like a military man, woman also there, right? Military man and woman. And Swati, father is also in military, it seems. Okay. All the best. Swati, are you there? Okay. All the best to everybody on this National Army Day as well as Kanuma Day. Okay. Once again, take care of COVID-19. And nowadays, many colleges are opening up, and maybe after taking decision, then we may be taking physical classes also. Whatever is missing in not able to show any models, other things we'll cover. All the best once again. To your parents also, happy Kanuma convey on my behalf. Best wishes to everybody. जय हिंद, जय भारत. बाद में क्या बोलना है?
जय उत्कल जननी.
जय स्टार्ट.
Yes.
जय
जय हिंद, जय भारत. जय उत्कल जननी, जय ओडिशा, जय Rourkela, NIT Rourkela, and at the end we should say Jai Strata Control Technology. Okay, I'm stopping now. All the best once again. I'm leaving.